1-1, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, 1-1 count.
What channel?
Wait, go to the main page on
Probably
YouTube.
Fox. I don't know. It doesn't say.
It has to be Fox. No, wait, it might be ESPN.
No, it was a show.
Oh, that was a strike.
Where is it?
2-1.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's on ESPN. There you go. Come on,
You got a
Dave.
2-1 count, Colin?
I got 1-1.
Oh, it's 2-1.
Don't forget to fix your camera today before you start.
Fool them. 2-2. Oh, come on. Platinum sombrero would be sick.
Oh, that was a strike on the 2-1.
I told you.
Here we go.
Jack, are you live? Nice.
Well, shit. How are y'all so far ahead?
We like that.
Sit down, Trans.
No, you're ahead of me. What the heck?
Platinum sombrero.
Sit down, Trent. You suck. Boston wins, baby.
I'm
The Yankees lose. Let's go.
Yeah. Yankees lose.
Yeah, Yankees love.
Aw.
Poor Yankee, poor Travis.
There we go. Sit down, Trans. I was so far behind.
So, Jack, are you going Yankees to win the series?
Give me the Yanks, baby.
A little foreshadowing.
Stop. Yankees to advance.
Dude, everyone's tweeting.
What is that noise?
Turn that noise off.
It's my notifications on my thing.
Okay, well,
Go D&D.
Hold on.
All right.
How do I do that again? Wait, I got it.
Good God. There?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got another comment. My friend goes, "Tell that guy in the middle to get his head out of the frame of the side of the camera."
Yeah, Colin.
I'm literally in the middle of my camera.
Yeah, but then you lean to read your notes and you're like this.
Yeah, you do drift.
Maybe. Well, am I in the middle right now?
Yeah, you could back up a little bit.
Okay, here?
Yeah, can you tilt it a little? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that angle.
All right, perfect.
Angle look hard there.
Huh?
Angle go hard there. Let's go.
Oh,
What?
I thought you said I look hard.
No, ew, that's disgusting.
He's not.
No, not right now. All right, anyways. Welcome back to the Rig Podcast with Garrett, Colin, and Jack, where everything is rigged. Episode 8, Week 8. We're back. Another big weekend of games. Jack was up in Ireland for the NFL game. Mm-hmm. He'll talk about that a little bit later. We got a few topics of discussion. We got college football reactions, previews, hot seats, AP reactions, all the kind of normal stuff we talk about. Jack will talk about NFL and his trip to Ireland. We got a little bit of MLB news, playoffs get started. And then we'll finish off with our rig picks and rig recaps and then finish off with a rig question. So, yeah, we'll get into it. Jack, take it away for college football. What you got?
Do this, boys. Bama goes into Athens in a must-have game and pulls off the upset, if you call it that. The boys showed out down there in Athens. I didn't see the end of the game. I was asleep because it's 6 hours ahead in Ireland, but I saw it was a good game. Kirby cannot summon the Alabama curse, and he loses again at home in a vital game. Now, they lied about the blackout. Not a blackout. Blue-hoo. So.
Blue-hoo.
What's his face? Simpson played the game of his life. I saw Ryan Williams and him had a game. It seems like Kalen DeBoer can only coach at Bama in the biggest games possible. He cannot win the bigger away games, but he can beat Georgia. Looks like. Hats off to the Crimson Tide. Hats off to them They're going home to play the Vandy boys next week in game day. And, yeah, I think they moved up to 10 now in the rankings, boys. Texas, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But, yeah, they moved up to 10 after that win. Georgia's at 12 now. So, yeah, big game for the boys. How about that?
Yeah, no, I think it was big. They got Jam Miller back. He was injured in fall camp, and I think he proved to be a vital part of the Kalen DeBoer offense. They looked the part. They looked like a totally different team that lost to Florida State earlier in the year. I think Bama's back. I think they looked lethal and very surgical. They didn't score, I don't think, in the second half, but they built up so much of a lead that they didn't need it. And I think they look really good. I'm glad we don't have to play Bama this week or this year.
Lucky.
Yeah, we avoid both Bama and Georgia.
Helpful.
So that is helpful, and we also avoid Vandy and Oklahoma.
Luck.
So I think one of those 4 teams will be playing against in Atlanta. Hot take.
We will avoid Tennessee as well.
Yes.
Yeah, but we played them like 2 years ago.
So y'all avoid every single team that's ranked in the AP poll in the SEC except 2 you don't get. How fun.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as TU having all their rigged stuff. So, but we'll talk about that later. Okay. But yeah, Kirby cannot seem to beat Bama, and like y'all said, DeBoer seems like DeBoer. He shows up to win the big games. So, but he doesn't beat the bad teams, right?
Right, and in games where he's like more than a 10-point favorite, he may have a losing record.
It's the opposite of James Franklin and Penn State.
So is that why game day this weekend going to Bama for Vandy is a -10.5? That way it's rigged for Vandy to win?
Possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a crazy stat that we'll have Jack throw in and post op. I'm pretty sure it's like something crazy. As a 14.5-point favorite or more, he may have a losing record, and Saban was an astronomical number, like 35 and no, maybe even like 70-1 or something stupid. Whenever he's that big of a favorite, but yeah, I think Kirby has a Bama problem. I think he's only beaten Bama once,
and that was in a natty.
Yeah,
and he's been at Georgia for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's kind of like Penn State can't win a whiteout game.
Or a big game.
They can't. They can't win a whiteout game that matters.
Yep.
And then what's the other one? Ohio State can't beat Michigan.
Yeah,
I think they've lost like 4 in a row.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're only losing one game now, yes, it does suck if you're losing like a rivalry game. But if you go on to win a national championship, like, does that kind of oversee losing a rivalry game?
Yes.
Like last year, absolutely.
I know Pate was Josh Pate said had some people ask him questions and stuff about that kind of stuff, and like there's a lot of Michigan or Ohio State fans that would rather beat Michigan and lose a national championship.
I'd rather lose to Texas than go. I'd rather lose to Texas. No wait. I'd rather win a natty than beat Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So, yeah, so you can afford one of these games that we just mentioned if you
especially now with the 12 team, you can afford more losses in the regular season. Like we saw with Ohio State, they had lost 2 games last year and then went on to win a natty. Doesn't really matter. So.
Yeah. So viewers and fans, put in the comments, would you rather your team win the rivalry game but go on to not win the national championship, or would you rather your team lose a rivalry game but go on to win the national championship? So let us know what y'all think. I think it's a pretty obvious answer, but there's some people who love to beat the rival, that they prefer that over everything else. But speaking of the whiteout game, that was the next game. Oregon went into Penn State, went into the whiteout game, and it did go to overtime, right? Overtime?
Yeah.
Yes. Went overtime. And James Franklin still cannot win the big game or win the whiteout game. I think they've lost several in a row.
Agreed.
And even they were chanting
Fire Franklin.
Fire Franklin, which is just insane because they I mean, with their top 5 team, top 16, whatever it was, and they're usually in the top 10 every year and usually winning. So that's just kind of crazy to chant fire Franklin.
Yeah.
Drew Allard had another bad game. He's not looking too hot, so it's gonna be rough going down the road. I think they have some easier games coming up, but they should be able to bounce their way to a playoff by winning some more games, but we'll see. But yeah, Oregon looked pretty damn good. Dante Moore balled out. I think he's back at the
coming up.
Huh?
They have a very easy stretch of games coming up. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Oregon's looking like they're a powerhouse to be and go in the playoff and make it to the national championship. So they're going to be a scary team to play.
Yeah. No, I think that Drew Aller has been a major letdown this year. I think if you ask any Penn State fans what they expected of Aller, he's well below that watermark.
Kind of like Manning.
Kind of like Arch, yeah. I think it's really tough pill to swallow that Bo Pribula is at Missouri and balling out. He was their backup last year and entered the transfer portal because he wanted to play now.
And all
he goes to Aller they could have forced him out, but no, Pribula goes down the road to Missouri, and I mean Missouri is they're looking nice right now. They got Ahmad Hardy, they got Bo Pribula. You know, Coach Drink, he's got them boys rolling right now. So I think that adds a little bit more of a little sting to losing the big game with Aller looking a little lackluster.
Yep, I agree.
Does A&M go to Missouri?
Yes.
Yeah,
November 8th. And my dad and I were talking about it this week. We may be looking into going back to Columbia. I don't think we've been since like 2023. I think me, Dad, and Mom, we went to watch basketball, so we might be looking at going back.
Well,
but that's also hunting season, though.
Yeah, I'm probably down to go.
Yep.
If you're invited with them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll go myself.
Open invite, Jack. You can come.
Well, I don't even know when that game is, so I'll look at my schedule.
It might be the same weekend that Tennessee OU. Is it like November
8th? Hold on. Where's OU at? November 8th. Oh, we have a bye week that week. Look at that.
Oh.
It's what?
We have a bye week that week. Y'all play Mizzou. Yeah, we'll see. That is the weekend after we play Bama. Well, we play Tennessee, and then we have a bye, and then we go to Bama. So.
To Bama?
Yeah, to Bama, Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa.
On to Tuscaloosa.
But yeah, we'll see.
Also, just real quick hitter on the Oregon game. Will Stein. That was Dante Moore's first big road game of the year. Will Stein, the OC at Oregon, called a great game. Made it to where he had a lot of quick, easy reads for Dante. And I think that is super huge, especially when you're on the road in a big game, top 6 matchup.
Head coaching candidate.
Being able to simplify the game for your quarterback is key. And I want to give Will Stein a little shout out there.
Yeah, and by the way, I was wrong. It was double overtime. Even though the game didn't even seem that close. Like it seemed like Oregon pretty much dominated. They just kind of struggled in the second half, but they really watching the game. It really didn't seem like it was that close. It did go to double overtime. Kind of sounds dumb saying that, but it did not really look that close.
Dang, yeah. I think Oregon could win the Natty this year, as we said. Dan Lanning, I think, is.
Could they beat Clemson in the Natty, and then who you pick to go to the Natty?
Yeah, for sure. I think Dan Lanning is one of the best coaches in the college football right now. I know he's at Oregon up there in the north, so none of us pay attention to him, but he's done a heck of a job with that Oregon Duck team. They get all the money in the world, and they've been using it correctly. So if he ever wants to come back south to the SEC, I'm sure some schools will pay him whatever they want. So Dan Lanning, come on
Baylor,
down.
Maybe he could go to Baylor.
Baylor, yeah, he could go to Florida whenever their job opens, if they ever open.
No, they're not. I think they extended Napier this week.
That's funny. Arkansas will be big.
They didn't lose this weekend.
Yeah, they won the bye week, so that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Speaking of games that were not as close as the score indicates, Auburn came down to College Station, and A&M won 16-10. If you look at the box score, you will notice there's a huge disparity in
Yeah.
yards. I mean, A&M looked like started the game hot. Le'Veon Moss, big bust a big run. A&M goes down there, scores a touchdown. Place is going nuts. Thought that was kind of setting the tone for the game.
Mm-hmm.
Then it kind of slowed down a little bit. A&M kind of shot themselves in the foot a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Just can't really stop the penalties. Like if we could ever line out our offensive line to not freaking hold or have false starts, we would be something serious.
Speaking of penalties, did you see Mike Elko's new Cabo fund that he started for all the penalties they have?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put that. We'll put that graphic up.
And do we think that's real?
I think that. I think.
That was
Is it legal for the players to pay the coaches though? That's the one question I had.
It's their money. It's capitalist society.
I think they can do whatever the hell they want to do with the money right now. So,
True.
no, I think that was in a press conference. I think he said that.
Yeah, he did say that. Unless it was AI, but I think he did say that.
No, yeah, I think he did. But yeah, no, if we could ever stop shooting ourselves in the foot, we could really piece it together. I was really happy with the way that we ran the ball. I think A&M proved that they can win a different style of game. We've proved that we can go win a shootout in South Bend on the road against Notre Dame. We can go there, put 40 up, and then whenever your offense kind of struggles to get going, the defense stepped up even without Scooby Williams. Defense looked really good. Looked like a unit we could depend on down the stretch. And if you ever mix those two together, you a really dependable defense that can throw a wrench in everything that the other opponent's trying to do. And we can go out there and put up points. Like, that's a dangerous combo. I think, it's cautiously optimistic and College Station. It's okay. Elko hinted at it at his press conference. Like, this is the first time we've been 4-0 since 2016. Can we stop being so doom and gloom? And, we only scored 16. Well, who cares? I think everybody would agree that, those last two games that we played are games that historically A&M loses, as much as I hate to admit it. But I think we have a different culture. I think Elko brings hard-nosed football, and he's going to hold players accountable. He's not going to hold back. He's, what you see is what you get. And I'm really excited that we got Elko at the helm. I think, we look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. I mean, we were sitting there watching it, and like you mentioned all the stats and stuff right there. Like, if we kick those two field goals, then we're up by 12, right? And we would have covered, which I had us, minus 6.5, and I had us minus 9. So I got screwed on that. If we would have had that damn touchdown that didn't get called back because of another penalty, then we would have won by 10. I would have covered both my bets, but got screwed out of that one. But still winning, still won the game. We shut them down. Yep. We did not get 11 sacks, like I said we were going to get. How many did we end up getting?
I think it was like 7.
7?
I think we did.
That means JA's been sacked like 24 times this season, and he's got 17 sacks in the last 2 games.
Well, we had 5 sacks and 6 tackles for a loss.
Sheesh.
Some of those maybe were QB designed runs that we got him behind the line of scrimmage. But
yeah, they like to run him a lot, JA. Hey, Auburn fans, OU fans told you, bro, he sucks. I think Hugh Freeze also hinted that they might start a new QB soon. Deuce Knight, he might be next up. I'd be ready.
Yeah, Jack, like you were saying last week, he just stands in the pocket. He
doesn't throw. He stands there.
He doesn't throw the ball, and he doesn't run away. I mean,
he looks all his routes. He has to double take his routes. He cannot. He's too scared to throw it. It's just weird.
Yeah. So no, it was a good game to win. Good win.
Yeah.
Now we're moving on. We got a big test this weekend against Mississippi State, which we'll talk about here in a little bit.
Kryptonite, yeah, Mississippi State.
We're fine.
Nah.
Yeah. Another game we saw this week. Unless you have something else to say about A&M. Nothing else? Okay. Yeah, LSU Ole Miss, Garrett's rig pick, Landry Kiffin couldn't stop Whit Weeks. I think Whit. We saw him throw up because he was so nervous. The Ole Miss boys pulled it out. I think Trinidad Chambliss is Ole Miss's new starter. I think they're going to sit Austin Simmons. So watch for him to go in the portal. LSU, I think they have some major flaws. They are not the team we thought they were going to be. I saw a tweet today that said, Drew, what's his name? Nussmeier might be hurt, but we don't know for sure. And then, yeah, Brian Kelly needs to fix his team ASAP if they want to win a natty this year because that won't cut it if you want to lose to Ole Miss on the road. That's embarrassing. But, yeah, what a win for the Kiff boys. The Kiffin family, baby. They got a good one.
I would love for their season to fall apart because that would mean us going to Baton Rouge to the real Death Valley and us winning.
Yeah.
The real Death Valley. Yeah, just a couple points I had on the LSU game. Ole Miss, very balanced attack. I think they threw the ball like almost 40 times, ran it about 40 times. You know,
Yep.
typically they're a very run heavy offense. I think they mix it up well. And speaking of run, LSU cannot run the ball.
Nope.
It is kind of like baffling at this point. LSU is considered a blue blood program. They should have a great offensive line, great, scheme, everything, and they just can't figure it out on the ground. And then
Yeah.
you become one dimensional. You ask too much of Garrett Nussmeier, and then you become predictable. It's a tough scene. They definitely got to go back to the drawing board and get some stuff figured out.
Yeah. Luckily, they have a bye next week, so they have time to figure out before they have to go till they get South Carolina at home. So they got time to figure it out if they want to figure it out. Yeah. Anything else?
No, next game. What you got, Jack?
Okay, well, I think Texas, Florida, baby. Let's go.
No, you missed one.
No, missed one.
Oh,
That's
oh, oh.
embarrassing. That's
I did this
embarrassing.
last week. I did this last week, too. Yeah, Notre Dame but went pedal to the metal and throttled Arkansas Razorbacks this past weekend. In fact, they throttled them so bad they got their head coach fired. Notre Dame, hats off to y'all, baby. Y'all played a game. Now, that looked really good for A&M because they killed them. And A&M beat them 2 weeks ago. Looks great for the resume for the Ags. I don't even know what to say about Arkansas. Like, that was just an embarrassing game, hand in hand. Like, they couldn't stop them. They couldn't play offense, obviously. So I really don't have anything else to say to that game. Unless y'all have anything.
It got me another rigged win.
Yeah.
And it is now official. They've named Bobby Petrino interim head coach. It's Bobby Petrino time. We're back.
What a time in college football.
It's like we've time traveled back in time. I think we all remember his famous motorcycle crash with, I think it was some kind of co-ed. It was wild. But yeah, if you would have told, any of us, I think 3-4 years ago, that Bobby Petrino would be head coach at Arkansas again, we would have laughed at your face.
Yeah.
And just funny little tidbit.
Yeah. Did he already fire all of the assistants?
Yeah, he already fired all the defensive. Yeah, he fired all the defensive guys, and they said he might be in the running for their actual head coaching job, which would be comical if they actually hired him again.
Wow,
that would be wild.
Yeah, we'll talk about. I mean, Pate was talking last night how Arkansas to some coaches isn't that good of a job, but like, well, you got you got the Walmart money. I'd consider it a job I'd take. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's as good as Florida, but it's definitely an SEC gig if you want to have an easy one.
With Calipari there, I just don't know if football is going to be put on a pedestal at Arkansas like it is elsewhere in the SEC.
Yeah, true.
And so, because you have basketball and baseball that they love.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
but the SEC loves their football, so
that's true. But at Arkansas, football may even be tertiary.
I guess it's like Kentucky. They like basketball. They don't really have football. So
correct.
Yeah.
So let's do some previews. Big game this weekend down in the swamp. Texas travels to face Florida. I believe it's official that Lagway is going to play. He's not in a walking boot anymore. So Texas, we thought for a while, was going to be able to stroll in there against a backup quarterback. Looks like Lagway is trending towards playing. So one, just for a fan of football, you want to see teams at their best. I think it's going to be a more entertaining product. Mm-hmm. Good or bad for Lagway, whether he's going to throw 5 interceptions or 5 TDs, you don't really know.
Hopefully 5 touchdowns this week.
Yeah, the Texas defense is legit, as much as I hate to say it. It's going to be a low-scoring game, I would say, especially with Arch kind of coming in struggling. Texas defense looking to shut Florida down. I think it's going to be a really good game. We'll kind of have a little bit of a measuring stick game, I think, for Arch.
Yeah.
Because as of right now, I think their best win is San Jose State.
Same Houston, they beat the crud out of them, but yeah.
Yeah. I guess of their 3 wins, San Jose State will be the most impressive. So they'll look to add another
And
win
face
to the
the
column.
defense again. We'll see what they can do.
And yeah, this is their first Power Four opponent
No,
outside of Ohio State.
yeah.
Um,
Yep.
looking to get their first Power Four win. Should be a big weekend for the Longhorn fans out there.
Can
What's the
Archie
line
win
on
the
it?
game?
I saw Texas minus 6.5 was the
Yeah.
line I saw.
Large
Yeah,
spread
it's
for an away game with a horrible quarterback. Sheesh.
It's still at 6.5. I would take Florida to win this game.
What time is that game at? Is that the 2:30 slot or the 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 2:30.
Not bad.
And I like if Lagway is healthy, like fully healthy to play, I like Florida with the upset here to save Napier's job. And the reason why I say Lagway would ball out is because he's from Texas. He's from right here down the road. He's right from down the road in Willis, and that'd be kind of like a FU game to Texas for not. I mean, I'm sure they recruited him, but not getting him.
Yeah.
So
I think they recruited Arch over him, didn't they? Didn't they both come in at the same time?
I'm not sure.
I think Arch might be a year older.
Really? Can look it up real quick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no.
But they probably were already recruiting Arch and telling Lagway not to come to Texas. So yeah, I think Lagway balls out. Wasn't it a close game last year in Austin?
No, they played the backup quarterback Florida because their Lagway was hurt, so they blew him out. I think.
So there you go. If Lagway plays, then he balls out like he probably wanted to play. He probably wanted to ball out last year in Texas, but he didn't get to do that. So now I think if Lagway is healthy and plays how he can play, then I think they pull out the dub and save Napier's job.
Yeah, well, we can all pray, but we'll see what
So
happens.
I'll take G's under bet with Florida money line.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
I like Florida money line.
Huh?
I don't know. I like Florida money line too. We'll see.
Yeah,
Big game
I'll probably be betting it just for the hell of it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Anything else on that game, or move on to the next one?
Good.
Go ahead. Move on to the next one.
Next one we got Vandy versus Bama. Vandy's going on the road to Tuscaloosa.
Big game.
College game day. If you would have said a few years ago that game day is going to go to a Vandy game, we all would have laughed. But now Vandy's 5-0, going to Tuscaloosa.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of hype on Vandy. A lot of hype on Bama after they just beat Georgia, which is why game day is going to the.
Wait, isn't this the same thing that happened last year? They played Georgia and then they went and lost to Vandy. I think this is the same stretch of games they had last year. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So Bama opens up and is still minus 10.5 favorite over Vandy.
That'll move closer by that time.
This is a little foreshadowing game for me for my rig pick. So I'll talk a little bit more about why I'm picking, who I'm going to pick later. But will be a hell of a game. I think it's going to be a close game. Manziel, our boy Johnny, is going to be on the sideline with Vandy to support
the Vandy boys.
Why?
I think he just likes Pavia.
He's already talked to him about like last year he called him after the upset to kind of be like hey, congrats on upsetting Bama, like basically like how I did. So kind of a little cocky move, to call him, and was like he basically just called him to congratulate him.
Yeah.
And I guess this year he wants to be there for it when it happens in Tuscaloosa.
Kind of weird he won't be at the A&M blackout game, but he'll go to Vandy, Bama.
I know. Unless he can make both, but no, he can't. The game's at 2:30.
He has access to private jets. Maybe early.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna go. The game starts at 2:30. It's gonna be over at the time that A&M starts.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So he ain't gonna make it. But
he could show up at halftime A&M game or something.
He could. Yeah, he could make it. So, but I'm sure if Vandy wins, though, he's gonna be having a party with Pavia.
Yeah.
Afterwards. So
if they win,
we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game. I'll talk about who I think is gonna win later.
Okay.
Y'all got anything for that one?
Nope. Next, we have another Sunshine State showdown in Tallahassee, Florida.
What state?
What
state?
Tallahassee, the Sunshine State, Tallahassee, Florida.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, shut up. So yeah, Florida State was mad that they didn't get game day this week. Blah blah blah. Who cares? They're going to Vandy. They like to see more anyways. They're going
They
to
should
Vandy.
have beat. They should have beat Virginia if they wanted game day.
Exactly. That's what happens when you lose horrible games. Yeah. So Carson Beck and the boys are going down to 3-1. 3-1 Florida State. I expect this to be a great game as well. Florida State has a new quarterback in Tommy Castellanos, who I think is a stud. And if they can
He's
play
been the quarterback all year.
I know, I think he's a stud. If they can play how they played against Bama, I expect this game to be very close. Miami's had their way with all their opponents they faced so far, but I don't think they've been on the road like this yet in a tough environment in Tallahassee, in Doak Campbell. So I think I like Florida State to win. I don't know what the spread is, but I think I like Florida State to win.
Miami is favored by 4.5.
Okay, yeah, I'm taking Florida State to cover that spread easily. Miami, the spread.
I know you said the spread, but you're also saying for them to win outright.
Yeah, outright. Yeah, Miami played some good teams, but Florida State looks a little better. So, give me the Tallahassee boys.
Florida State just lost. How did they look better? They just
bounce
lost.
back game against a good team. Trap game potential for Miami. That's all I gotta say.
Who does Miami play next week?
Give me 1 second. I will find it for you.
I'll tell you if it's a trap game.
They have a bye week next week, and then they go.
Not a trap game. That's not a trap game.
And then Louisville at home.
Yep.
Yeah, not a trap game. I like Miami.
And Florida State plays Pitt next week. So we'll see.
Ooh, Pitt Panthers.
Wait, an undefeated Pitt team. Wait, no. West Virginia won. Yeah, never mind. A 3-1 Pitt team.
Louisville's undefeated. They're 4-0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they have a bye week before that, so it's not the same.
All right. Last game that we're previewing, Mississippi State traveling to Kyle Field, night game. A&M's having a blackout game.
Go.
I'm excited. Colin and I. Oh, nope. Colin's not going to be there. He's going to be in Canada. I will be there. I'm very excited. There was a little bit of line. There was a little bit of line movement yesterday, Monday. Line opened up at maybe even Sunday. Opened up at 11. A&M minus 11.5, and as of today, it is A&M minus 14.5, and that moved big time. I'm kind of worried, like that throws off signals, even though it moved in the right direction, which means people are hammering A&M. Still, just feels weird. That's a really big move. I don't know, just something to keep an eye on. It is the Craver revenge game. Mississippi State, their only loss was last week in overtime against Tennessee. They have their signature win over Arizona State. One thing I do think is going to play into it is this is their 6th game in a row. They haven't had a bye week yet. A&M's 1 game removed from the bye week, a little more rested. Obviously, back-to-back home games helps. I think maybe a lot of that is factoring into kind of the big line movement. But 6 games in a row. I mean, the pros have to deal with stuff like that. You don't see that too often here in college football. So I think it's going to be a good game. 14.5 seems like a lot, but I don't know. We'll see. What do you guys think?
I think some of the stuff that could have also played a part in the line moving is because it is a blackout game that was announced. They announced late. I think it was late last night. They announced that, or this morning, that they're going to be painting the field black.
That's gonna be lit.
And then
are they painting the whole field or just the end zone?
It's the end zones.
The end zone and the logo at midfield.
Ooh, my dad didn't like that.
So yes, I think it's everything that's normally maroon is going to be black on the field.
My dad wasn't a fan of that idea. He likes traditional, so he likes.
I think it's going to look fantastic.
Yep.
Black unis, and then also the other thing is Reveille 9 or 8 passed away.
9.
Yeah.
So I think
rest in peace.
Everyone was saying this is a game for Reveille.
Yeah.
So
it's a dead mascot bump.
Yeah. So Reveille passes away. Blackout. Revenge.
But just to clarify, this was Reveille 9. Right now on the sidelines, we have Reveille 10.
Correct.
So,
eye patch. We still have eye patch Reveille alive.
Correct. So not current mascot, but I think it still qualifies for a dead mascot bump.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
That's
which
sad.
I have ESPN opened up as 13.5, and now it's at 14.5. Still moving in A&M's way. There also could have been a possible injury or something maybe with Mississippi State. I haven't seen anything, but there could have been something that came out.
I haven't seen anything either.
Based on what?
If you were saying it went from 11.5 to 14.5, I feel like something drastic had to have happened. So there could have been an injury that wasn't disclosed yet from the Tennessee game.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So
Could have been anything.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything or read anything, but I'm just saying that could have also been something that came out. But either way, I think we win our special blackout game for Reveille. I'm kind of with you though. I'm not so confident to bet minus 14.5.
It's a lot of points.
Given how we just played this past game and missing field goals, I would say Ags to win by a field goal.
Oh, this says that Brandon Thompson, former OU running receiver, one of the fastest players on the team, left the Tennessee game in an injury, did not return last week. Jeff Lebby has yet to update on his status, and then this report says Mississippi State struggling with injury bug heading into A&M football game. Lyman Blake Steen and Lyman Will Winston are two contributors that they lost for the year.
You said that Thompson is they're considering amputation?
No, they lost him against Tennessee. He might not return this week. We'll see.
They haven't found him?
Shut up. You know what I meant, bro.
So there you go. I was right. It was a little guess, and I was right.
Yeah, you're so lucky.
You're a lucky dog.
Yeah. Speaking of lucky and Jack winning a rigged fantasy baseball game that we are not going to be talking about.
Boo, come on.
Fantasy championship. No, we're not going to talk about it.
He didn't win.
Tie. I did according to ESPN.
Jeez.
No, we're not going to talk about it. But what I was trying to get at is, Jack, move us into your little hot seat rankings. Your little.
Okay, well, as we already talked about, we already have one off the list that I was right about. Sam Pittman, he's a goner at Arkansas. So we'll start.
What was he last week? What was he on the meter?
I can check if I can get up real quick. My notes are right there from last week.
Yeah, you can get up real quick.
Hold on.
I want to know because I remember last week we had a little bit of an issue trying to figure out the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. He was burning hot last week.
So is anybody burning hot this week?
No. We'll talk
But
about
burning hot was less than burning down.
I know. But he's out, so I was right.
Burning or burning?
Burning. Oh, I see what you mean. I didn't fix it. I copy and pasted. Okay, here we go again. We'll start with Billy Napier. A lot of these are the same. Some of them are different, but we'll talk about them here. Billy Napier is likely gone, but when will he be fired? We don't know that yet. Maybe
not unless
they beat Texas. He's staying. Luke Fickell is burning down, which means he's getting there. They had a bye week this week, so he was saved. He was saved by,
by the bye.
Yeah. Hugh Freeze is now flaming hot Cheetos, you know.
Ooh, that sounds good.
We got Shane Beam, who is lukewarm. And then we have some new new entrances into the hot seat rankings. We have Lincoln Riley, Mr. Muleshoe, and Tebow himself. He is getting hot. And then we got Mike Norvell, which we are lighting the fire because he cannot win games.
You just picked him to beat Miami.
Well, yes, but he did lose to Virginia, so we are lighting that fire as we speak.
Wait, so Stinkin' Lincoln is on the hot seat?
I think, and hey, his tenure at USC has been one of a disappointment. Of course,
he won a Heisman.
Who cares? He won plenty at OU and he left, so don't care. Tebow, if you know what that means, yeah, we hate him. Muleshoe, he's from Muleshoe, Texas, if you know what that means. OU sling for y'all. So, OU slang for y'all. Yeah. Do you know what Tebow stands for? That bitch out west. That's what we call him at OU. Yeah. Oh well. Anyways, where were we? Oh, yeah, so those are my rankings for the week. Let's go.
G, we had some breaking news. What happened?
He already kind of talked about it a little bit, but Sam Pittman officially out at Arkansas. Bobby Petrino taking over. Like we said, it's almost like we're going back in time. Bobby P time. Uh, do we think Arkansas is an appealing job?
No, I don't know. We already talked about this a little bit, but I consider it appealing enough if you want to not like maybe a small school you'll leave, but like I'm not leaving Oregon to go to Arkansas. That's
So
not really
in
what
the SEC, where does the Arkansas job rank football wise? So there's 16 teams. Where like what do we want to give like our top five?
my top 5 in the SEC are Bama,
This,
Georgia, Florida, LSU, and then either OU or Tennessee. I think. No, not in any particular order. Those are my top 5.
You'd rather go coach at Florida than A&M.
Yeah,
Yeah, but all the resources and everything that you have in A&M.
they had the same thing in
oil
Florida.
money.
You have the same thing in Florida.
Do they? Because why do they still have Napier if they were able to fire him
They
last
didn't
year?
want to fire him. I don't know. They were not. Well, last year I don't know.
Because that costs money.
So, costs money anywhere.
We
I don't
fired Jimbo.
I would definitely have Arkansas in
saying
the
that.
bottom 4.
What would be your bottom 4 jobs? This might be easier.
Kentucky, Vandy, Mississippi State,
What was the first one you said?
Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky. Yeah, probably Vandy. Yeah, Vandy, Kentucky, Mississippi State.
Yeah, I think Missouri's down up there. I mean, down there, and Carolina's down there too.
Yeah.
And Auburn, probably. Arkansas.
No, I think Auburn's got more resources.
I
Yeah.
don't know though. I might be with Jack. Like, I think I would rather be at Florida definitely over. I don't think Auburn's top 8.
No. Their last 2 coaches were Brian Harsin and Hugh Freeze. You think they would have got someone? They would have got like Lane Kiffin if they wanted to, and they didn't. So they might not have the money. And they have to compete with Bama all the time. So that's another non-resource.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Speaking of just where jobs line up, do we want to hit on the AP poll real quick?
Yeah, we
Yep.
can. Let's do this. Let me pull it up for us real quick.
There's also something that Jack was wanting to talk about, right?
Yeah, we can talk about that in a second, though. Okay, here's our AP poll for the week, baby. I don't have any problem with the top 6, actually. Blah, blah. Penn State, who's their best game? Like, who's their best win? Please tell me. Anyone?
Yeah, Penn State doesn't belong there.
Nevada, maybe?
Nevada, yeah. Indiana should be at least 7. Texas, I don't know how they're still in the top 10, bro. Like, they haven't played anyone good and haven't beat anyone good, and yet Bama just beat Georgia, and they're below them still. I mean, that makes no sense to me at all.
Yeah.
Bama's ahead of Georgia.
No, I meant Texas. How are they not ahead of Texas yet?
We all know why Texas is still up there.
Yeah, I have no problem with Tech. I have no problem with Georgia, LSU, Iowa State's undefeated, blah, blah, blah. Tennessee, okay. Vandy should be higher up, though. I definitely
Iowa State should be higher up. Iowa State's like, what, 5-0 with 4 Power 4 wins?
Yeah.
Like,
and LSU just lost as well. Yeah, I would move them ahead of LSU and Texas. Same with Vandy.
LSU's best win is Clemson, who stinks.
Stinks, yeah.
Like, I think Ohio State is underranked. Penn State overranked. LSU probably overranked. And I think Vandy probably underranked. Now, they might lose this weekend, and maybe people are factoring that in, but Vandy's, top 2 or 3 wins are up there with anybody else in the country.
Yeah, I agree. Georgia Tech, no problem. Florida State, they just lost to Bama, but they're still a good team. I'd take that, I guess. Mizzou, yeah, sure. Michigan, I like that there. Keep moving up, Mich. Notre Dame, I get why they're still 21. Illinois lost it. I mean, wait, no, they beat USC. Keep that. We got Brigham Young. We got the Stormin' Mormons up here. Virginia just won a big game, and then Arizona. I have no problem with the bottom 5. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be too up in arms with the bottom 5, but
Nope.
No, I would like replace, or I would switch Vandy and Texas, and then probably
just
switch
straight up.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then probably bump up Iowa State to like number 10, and kind of just bump everybody behind them.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
I can see where that should be.
yeah, but you got some of those big names that are not going to move around.
Yeah. While we're on the topic of Texas, should we talk about how they've only, out of their 7 SEC games they played so far, they've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 backups, and maybe they might play a backup against Florida, but that's looking unlikely. And then they might have to play Michael Hawkins again with Oklahoma, but Mateer's looking likely to come back. That is just embarrassing. Like, Texas should not be a good team this year. It's so mad.
They're just very lucky.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw a video of Mateer throwing already. Is he?
Then you got Centelled like I did. That was from a while back. That was from fall camp.
So he's not throwing yet.
I don't think he's throwing yet, no. But he does look like he'll be back. I mean, he looks okay now. I don't know. Dr. Shin's the GOAT, though. I will say that, baby. Let's go, Dr. Shin.
I don't think it's going to matter if he's playing or not. I think OU still beats Texas.
We'll see. Hopefully he's back by then. We need him. We need him to be back by then.
OU's defense does look legit.
We are. Yeah, our defense is really good this year. I think we still don't have don't have a turnover yet. Like, we haven't got first turnover yet, but I think – oh, wait, no. I don't know. Never mind. We don't have an interception yet or a fumble recovery, I guess, but we lead the nation like every statistical number. So I take that.
Except for interceptions and fumbles.
Yeah, we don't have. I mean, against Auburn, we sacked the punter if you count that, but I don't know if you count that.
The sack punter.
We sacked the Auburn punter when they were trying to punt the ball against Auburn, but I don't know if you.
Why didn't you just block the kick or just take the ball?
Well, I don't know. We tried to like sack him, and then the ball came out, and never mind. It's a long story. You gotta watch the play to know what happened, buddy.
All right, yeah, you can send it to me later.
Yeah, okay.
Do we want to talk NFL?
Sure.
You want to talk about maybe where you were this weekend?
Yeah, I was in the home of the Irish. I was in Dublin. You can see my towel I got at the game, exclusive to Ireland, the terrible towel.
That's a terrible towel.
I'm moving to Steeler Nation, baby. We're way better than the Cowboys. Yeah, I was in Ireland. Awesome. If you've never been to Dublin, I suggest going. I think I drank more Guinness I ever have in my lifetime. I didn't split the G, though. Yeah. I did not split the G. Some people in our gang did, though. If you know what splitting the G means, you drink it to the G is split in the middle. You're a fake drinker if you don't know what
you're telling me how many Guinnesses did you have, and you didn't split one G?
I think I had about probably 20. I drank at least 4 a day. And
So
you were 0 for 20?
Yeah, I was 0 for 20. I got really close, but I never did it. Never split the G.
Your first drink, you're supposed to chug all the way to the G?
Yeah, you like so this is I got this there. This came straight from the Guinness factory. But right here, there's normally a logo, the Guinness logo.
Wait, but it's not there.
Well, it's not. This is a different mug. But this logo, I'm also got this. I'm certified to pour Guinness. But that logo will usually be right here. You're supposed to drink it till the G is split.
With your hands?
No, shut up, bro. You're so annoying. But yeah, I have lots of pictures. I'll put them on here as we talk about Ireland. Yeah, it was all fun. Temple Bar area is lit. That's where all the bars are. The fun bars are, at least in Ireland. I got to see the countryside one day, but it poured rain on us. So we were there for like 10 minutes and then left because that was awful. Game was awesome. Croke Park is phenomenal environment. It holds way more than I thought it would hold. Aaron Rodgers and DK are a hell of a combo, too. Yeah, a lot of fun. I drank a lot of liquor, a lot of beer. Their food there is kind of bland, but the fish and chips are really good. Thank you. I want to shout out On Location for giving us all the fun things this week. They were the big group we paid with, and they gave us exclusive events and all that. Hotel was lit. Belvedere Hotel in Ireland, y'all were awesome too. Thank you for everything. So yeah, and let me show you my memo. So I show you the cup.
No free ads though.
Yeah, no free ads. I showed you
And
this.
thanks for the invite.
My Guinness I poured certificate, and then we all got mini helmets, so I brought that home too.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
I know. Thank you.
Wait, you're
that is
certified
pretty
to
sweet
what?
though.
You're certified to pour Guinness?
Yeah, I learned how to pour Guinness. I got 10 out of 10, baby. Let's go.
So, Colin, we need
You
to
can
get
pour
like
me
a
one.
big old keg. Yeah, get a big keg.
Yeah, I know how to pour them now. So you poured once this way, you pour forwards, and you go until you're like about like right here on the cup. Then you let it
Okay.
sit for 119 seconds, and then once
119 exactly.
yeah, 119.5. You gotta let the liquid nitrogen get out, and then you go this backwards or towards me until it's at the very top, and you're good to go.
And you top it
Fun
off.
facts of the day. Yeah, then you have to top it off. So yeah, fun facts of the day by Jack.
I like that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else we want to hit in NFL? Texans got in the win column with an impressive shutout.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cowboys tied.
That was an impressive tie.
That was so lame to watch.
You could say it was rigged that it was a tie because I thought, watching it live, that the Packers absolutely fumbled their time management going down the stretch there, and honestly was very lucky to get a field goal off.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch the game. I was asleep, but I woke up to a text that said 2 ties in a day, Jack. Wow. So I don't know.
Yeah, you got lucky.
Tie. Yeah.
What else was a big storyline in the NFL?
Jackson Dart played his first game. Oh, and League Neighbors is out for the season.
And Tyreek Hill.
And Tyreek Hill, yeah. NFL's got to fix the turf, man. It sucks.
Wait, do we want to put the video of Tyreek Hill's foot?
Oh, I can, but we'll probably get copyrighted again.
Yeah, let's not. But if you haven't seen it, look it up. It's pretty sick.
I can probably find it on Twitter and show them on here.
No, put it on here.
No, not worth it.
Okay.
Down, boy.
Yeah, Tyreek's out. Jackson Dart looked good though.
Jackson Dart did look good. They traded him though. They got him. They got a new quarterback, but then they lost the receiver for injury. So it's kind of like a little trade off.
I have a question. Do you think you'd rather play? Should the NFL change your overtime rules to be more like college? Because I think the rules they have now suck. I'd rather have a 25-yard line like college and just do that 100 times than having to have the timeout and you get a tie. That's so dumb.
No, the way that
I think 25 is too close for the pros though.
They go from the 50 or 45.
No, I was thinking like 30, 35. Just 25 is too close. Like it's too easy of a field goal. Because the pro kickers are just unreal. Even though they're all getting blocked. But I don't think that's the kicker's fault.
Yeah.
No. It's just the line being lazy.
Anything else, or we want to move over into the MLB?
Yeah, I'm good.
Ready for MLB.
So playoffs started. We just saw the Yankees lose. That was pretty cool.
Live.
Bruce Bochy out as Rangers manager.
Yeah.
Astros missed the playoffs for the first time since 2016. Jack did a little dance.
You want to read the last headline on there too? Yeah.
No.
Nope.
We already talked. We're not talking about it. Giants fired Bob Melvin. So there's already been 2 managers canned in the MLB.
And Angels Ron Washington is not coming back next year, right here, which sucks. But I mean, he has some concerns.
We'll see who gets hired to these teams. But it's always kind of fun. It's always kind of fun when they fire managers because it's really not the manager's fault when they lose at the professional level. And you're also going to fire a guy. You're also going to fire a guy. You're going to fire a guy who won you a World Series 3 years ago?
Yeah, but we sucked this year.
2 years ago, maybe.
2 years ago,
yeah.
It's just hilarious how you give up on a coach or manager that quick when he just won you the championship.
I know, but he was getting old. Maybe he wanted to retire. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But then he could have just retired instead of just fired.
Well, yeah. Oh well, I don't know.
But it is sad not getting to watch our Astros play in the playoffs. First time since what we said 2017, I think, or 2016.
2016 is the last time we missed. Yeah.
We started our run in 2017. We've been able to watch Astros in October in the postseason ever since then. So this is our first year, but that's fine. We can deal with it this year. Next year we'll be back even better.
Funny jokes.
We just
So,
had the injury bug big time this year. Like,
yeah, we set the record for most injuries. Like most people on the IR or IL,
yeah,
whatever.
it's
We did too.
not a good record to have.
We couldn't find our hitting this year. Y'all just sucked to start with. So then you thank the Rangers for y'all's missing the playoffs. So we're glad to help. Yeah.
Yeah, stop it. Let's move on to our rigged recap. Jack, how did your pick go?
If you watch golf, you know how mine went. We lost. America lost. Yeah.
America
Is,
sucked.
yeah.
They made it close at the end.
At the last day, but the first 2 days absolutely put them in a hole.
Yeah.
It was fun getting to watch the last day though, because we did make a big push for it.
Yeah. It's a shame though. America should have won, but Europe is on fire, as they say in their song. So give it to them. We'll be back in 2 years in Europe. So yeah.
I think they're going to be in Spain. Is the next one?
Okay.
Yeah, I think Spain's 2031.
Yeah, I thought it was like in Ireland in 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'll be sweet.
Yeah, that will be sweet.
Last week I had Ole Miss to cover the spread, and they did. They took care of business against LSU, so I'm back up to 3-1, back 500. Colin, how'd you do?
I won mine as well. I think I had Notre Dame. I think they were like minus 13.5.
Yep.
Yeah. No. That was only like 5.5.
I forget what. Hold on.
That was only like 5.5.
Let me go look. Last week, Notre Dame. They were minus. Oh, you're right. Minus 5.5. They opened as minus 6.5. It went Arkansas's way before the game, and Notre Dame wins 56-13. Absolutely blast them.
Barely covered.
I win my rig.
Barely covered.
I get another win in the win column. I'm up to 2-5 now. Still a game ahead of Jack since he's 1-6.
Yeah.
So
I'll think mine will come to fruition this week again. I'll be 2-6, as I said last week. I'm not good.
You're so due. Speaking of being due, Jack, what are you going with this week?
Yeah, so I was up in the air until the Yankees lost. So you saw that. I guess all of you saw that at the beginning. So I'm going to take the Yankees to win their series against the Red Sox this week. They're in the wild card against the Red Sox, as I just said. Yankees are the MLB's poster team. They are the biggest market in the Major League Baseball. They want Aaron Judge to get a ring so badly. He did not get one last year because Shohei had other ideas. So I'm going to take the Yankees to win these last 2 games. Give me the reverse sweep for the Yankees. And I think, I don't know, I guess no spread, just straight out win. So
yeah, you can find a series line, and we'll put it in. But
so give me the Yanks. Baby.
No, I like that pick. I'm going a different way. I'm going back to college football. I'm going to take the Longhorns to cover the spread over the Gators on the road in the swamp.
Oh wait, no,
because there hasn't been enough people talking about Arch. It's been 2-3 weeks since we started talking about Arch, and the media is going to want to pump him up. So he's going to beat lowly old Florida, and then everybody's going to be back on Arch for Heisman. And I'm going to want to yank my hair out, but that's what's going to happen. So since it's going to happen, that's my rig pick.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I mean, I think Florida wins, but I would agree with the storyline for it being rigged for that to happen, for you to win. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens. For my rig pick, I am staying in college football with G, kind of like what I mentioned earlier when I foreshadowed the game. I like Vandy to cover the minus 10.5 on the road at Bama and Tuscaloosa, as we were talking about earlier. That stat of Bama and DeBuer having a losing record in games that they're favored by like 10 or more or 14 or more, whatever it is. I'm actually confident enough to say that I would take Vandy money line, but for my rig pick, I'll say Vandy to cover 10.5 because it is quite a bit of points. Okay. So I'll take that for them to cover. I think it's going to be rigged for Vandy to cover that for it to be a good game because they are hyping up Vandy because they are 5-0. They want them to be a relevant team in the SEC and in college football. And game day is going to the game. So because it is game day, they're going to have it as a close game. So I have no problem with Vandy covering 10.5, if not winning the game. So give me Vandy to cover in Tuscaloosa.
There you go.
That's my rig pick.
I like it.
I can get behind that. Yeah. So I think we'll do our
Mark.
last. Yeah, mark that last segment of the week, baby. Our rigged question comes from us from my friend Danny. He just traveled with me to Ireland, so he gave us the question this week. Why is Bama ranked so highly above a team that they lost to 5 weeks ago? Yeah, that's the question. Who wants to start us off today? Garrett, you look into.
So Bama is ranked 10. Florida State's ranked 18.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the result is like you said, 4 or 5 weeks ago. I think you really should be having the AP polls based on what we've seen on the field. That being said, I think when you lose matters. I think the playoff being expanded to 16 teams now.
12.
I think that
12.
kind of is it 12?
Mm-hmm.
16 next year, but
Probably.
kind of devalues a lot of the 1 loss, 2 loss kind of argument.
Yeah.
I think it matters when you lose. So if you get your losses out early versus if you start the season 10-0 and you lose your last 2 and you come limping into the playoff, I think that plays a big factor in it. I think Bama's win over Georgia is more impressive than Florida State's win over Bama. So I like where they're ranked. Florida State just went and lost on the road at Virginia. So who has the worst loss? I would say it's Florida State.
Florida State. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Bama also lost to a Florida State team that lost to Virginia. But that happened week 1, as we said. So, yeah, I like Bama. I like where Bama's ranked. They're adequately ranked. Of course, they should be ahead of Texas and Penn State for all that matters. But I don't really care where they're ranked at this point. They lost week 1. They got blew out week 1, but they have came back and they beat Georgia on the road, which is a high feat. So yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah, and I don't think Florida State could do that. So I have no problem with Bama being ranked higher than Florida State. I have a problem with how highly ranked Bama is because there should be like we mentioned earlier. There's some of those teams that have a great resume, like Vandy, like Georgia Tech, like
Iowa State.
Like Iowa State, they should be ranked ahead of Bama. So Bama should be around 12 or 13, 14 maybe, and Florida State should be like in the low 20s.
Okay.
So
yeah, I see that.
But
I also think a lot of times how bad your loss is matters. So like if you compare apples to apples, I think Florida State's loss is worse. So you also factor in that recency bias. It just happened. Like,
is Virginia really that bad? Like Virginia is undefeated though. Is that really a bad loss?
It's not a bad loss, but we can agree that Florida State has a better program than Virginia. So.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. No, but I appreciate the question. I think it's good to talk about. But yeah, no, I mean, also you got to factor in Bama is just a giant brand. So similar to, it's going to get the Texas treatment, similar to Georgia, similar to Notre Dame. They're going to prop Bama up as much as they can. So
yeah,
just deal with it.
And then everybody who's watching, following, put in the comments what you think about the AP poll. What do you think about Bama and Florida State, where they rank, and the other teams as well? Let us know. Also, while you're doing it, make sure you keep liking, subscribing, following us.
Comment more great questions.
Yeah,
I think I think we're like 2 weeks out from the college football playoff poll coming out. Of course, we won't be able to react. We won't be able to react to those because those come out on the Tuesday we film. So unless we move our filming day, we can. But maybe they'll be out by the time we're done normally.
Yeah, we'll just wait to record after that.
Yeah, we'll record later.
Yep.
All right. One more thing before we go, Colin. What's rigged?
Everything is rigged.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.